humans are supposed to eat. Eliminating ultra processed foods, frozen foods, junk foods, sugary drinks, eliminating all that bullshit. Just drink water, eat real food, chicken, beef, steak, fish, things like that. And consistently do that for a long period of time. And you'll lose weight. And then you'll maintain that weight loss and you'll get better and better. So I hope that helps. How does the weed affect you while prep? Yes. Wolfpack for life. Depends on which wolfpack. Let me see. Would I recommend serving in the military? Yeah, why not? Why not? I come from a multi-generation family of warriors. I am like 4 or 5 generations of Franklin soldiers that have served in the United States military. So great grandfathers and all that for generations we've served for our country. So I'm a patriot. So I would say, sure, you could go and serve. Use gym. I need my own gym because sometimes the gym gets irritating with too many people. I totally understand, Michael. I get it. Any advice for a guy bulking? Yes. Keep eating. Keep eating. Do cardio. Cardio will help you bulk. Believe it or not. People are like, oh, but cardio is going to make me lose my gains. No, it's not. Cardio is going to help you eat your food. Hopefully my neighbor's lawnmower isn't destroying this live. But cardio is going to help you eat your food, and it's also just good for your heart. So when you're getting bigger, you want your heart to keep that elasticity and continue pumping really good, so healthy. Hey Logan, what do you think Ramon will bring in the next Mr. Olympia? I think that Ramon, if Ramon manages to make weight, because he has to cut like 45 pounds from when I saw him at the Dark Sports shoot. We'll see if he can make weight. I think he should move to open though. Want to be better to be in an environment with others working out? Not necessarily. I don't need to have people watching me or asking me questions. I don't need to be in front of people to work out and have a good workout. If you do, then maybe you're in the gym for the wrong reasons. I literally need to focus and get my job done. So I don't have time for all that. What best exercise for chest for you? Depends on what area of the chest, but I like a lot of presses and flies. What more can you do? Presses and flies. Reading comments. Arnold Classic Physique routine was iconic. Thank you, Heath. I appreciate it, man. Let me see. Am I ready for the Olympia? Not yet, but I will be when it's time to compete on stage. Any advice for calves, intensity, volume, stretching? Carlos, yes, man. Don't focus on going too heavy. You want to be able to stretch and squeeze the full range. You want to make sure you keep it contracted while you're stretching, and then go back in. So you can't just go extreme weight. You'll lose that connection if you go too heavy. So you want to be able to feel the separation of your calf. You want to feel that calf pump up with blood, and contractions getting harder and harder every time you go through a rep. So I would say volume on calves. Really volumize your calves. Get them pumping. Try to activate them as high as you can. And what I mean by that is try to activate it like up here. The higher you can activate it, the higher you can find it towards your knee, the better shape you will have. So I hope that helps. Will I do any more podcasts soon? I'm not opposed. Let's see. Need more training videos with Cash. Cash and I haven't trained in years, so I don't know if that's going to happen. How can I reach such perfection in posing like you? Well, Leon Rocky, I truly appreciate that, man, but I am not perfect. You know, I have a lot of work to do. I have to practice an awful lot to be able to present my physique the way that I do. Yeah, posing is very difficult, man. Just gotta embrace it and try to make it fun whenever you're practicing. And whenever you practice and you go through it over and over, you know, you build that confidence of knowing that you are prepared for the show, that you're able to hit your poses and hold them, and yeah. So if you just practice a lot, you'll get better. I promise. Do more training videos. Man, I try to do training videos, guys. I really try to like record myself working out, like a lot of these fucking influencers do. But it's so difficult because literally I can't even pick up my phone. I just want to focus on my workout, and if I try to set up a camera to get camera angles and try to record something, it just completely throws off what I'm doing, and I lose the connection to the muscle. And I train alone too, so I don't just have someone there with me that can just be like, oh, hey, let me record your set. And I'm not about to go bother anybody that's working out either, because I would hate if someone tried to have me record them as well. So that's the part of the reason why my gym content is like very low, I guess. But I'll work on it, guys. I'm trying to be better on here. I know I'm getting fucking old. I'm an old man now, I guess, compared to the social media users, influencers that are super motivated and creating viral content. I just want to win. Just want to win the Olympia. I don't care. That's all my focus is at, not building content. Is posing a genetic feature or skill? I don't know how posing could be a genetic feature, so I think that it would have to be a skill. What's up, Lucas Wordham? Let's see. Do a double biceps for us. Not right now. Maybe I'll do something later. Maybe I'll come on here and pose for you guys live so y'all can see how it's looking. Warriors. How many kids do I have? I have one human child, and I have two fur children. I have two doggies, so they're family too. They're my babies as well. So I got 3 babies. Let's talk about Afghan Wolfpack. Sergeant Dale? Let's talk about Afghan Wolfpack. It's Sergeant Dale here. What? Sergeant Dale? Yo, is it really? Hold on. Add. Yo, hey, Dale. Hey, dude, message me, man. Let me follow you. Shoot me a message so I don't lose your handle. Dude, I didn't even know you had Instagram. It's been a long time, brother. Oh, man. I'll talk to you later, like in private messaging if you want. You smoking weed, bro? No, I'm not smoking anything. I'm not smoking weed. The fuck? Smokes weed. No, it ain't a joint. It's CBD. CBD. Yes, Dino needs to move to open. You've been following me since 2017. Wow, thank you. You've been here for a long time. What do I think about C-Bum now? I think that Christopher Bumstead has achieved incredible things for himself. And he should be very proud of the things that he's accomplished. So, hats off to him. Scrolling through comments, guys. What is my next show? My next show is in 9 weeks, and it is it's the Florida Pro. So if you guys are in Florida, September 5th, I think, then yeah, come check out the Florida Pro. Let's see. Fuck you. Why you cussing me out, man? Dupan. Fuck you too. What is in my ear? What's the difference on what to focus on working out compared to natty and natural? I thought that natty and natural meant the same thing, so I'm not for sure. I'm not for sure what your question is. But if you mean like how you should train differently between being natural and enhanced, I would say don't. Train as hard as you can. Train. Reach your natural potential. Eat. Train. Sleep. Yep. How do you make sure parts of your physique isn't over or underdeveloped? Suleiman, the best way I can advise you on that is to literally pose, take video, take pictures, study your physique. Don't just be like, oh, my physique is my physique and it's good, it doesn't need to change. Look at your physique black and white, look at it subjectively, and then, you'll be able to really decipher what's there and what's not. Look at the guys that have paved the way for all of us that are chasing this journey. What did the complete physiques look like? What did they have? What do they have that you don't? And go from there. That's the best advice I can give you on, trying to develop a balanced physique. And yeah, bodybuilding is all about proportions, guys. It's not about just chasing size and maxing out every muscle group and becoming a fucking refrigerator. I mean, that's new age open now. It's weird. I'll never do that. But bodybuilding back in the day, what everyone's wanting to see back, is proportions. Tight waist, small joints, proportions. And yeah. One word of advice for my friend who's watching right now. MF quits easy. If your friend quits easy, tell him he will never achieve his goals. You can't achieve anything if you're constantly quitting. You're giving up on yourself, your dreams, ambitions. You're not going to fucking do anything with yourself in life. So hopefully that's enough motivation. How much wood would it... Hey, baby. Huh? Am I on my phone? I was just kind of on live for a few minutes. You should play Kratos for a movie. I'm not even sure who that is. How do you stop from shaking on stage while you're posing? By posing. You gotta practice. You gotta practice getting ready for the show, guys. You gotta pose every day, every single day, and you want to learn. You want to learn how much you have to squeeze your muscle for it to pop, for it to separate from the other muscles. You have to learn that. If guys are posing and they're squeezing their muscles too hard, you're gonna be sitting there. You're gonna be shaking. But if you find that happy medium of squeeze but not forcing it, you can stop shaking. And if you do that day and day, whatever I'm trying to say, over and over again, every single day, day in, day out, then you'll understand and you'll remember the tension that you need to keep for every single pose. And you shouldn't have the shakes. Can I be a virgin and build like you? No. You cannot build a physique like me and be a virgin. Okay? You have to figure that step out first. How do I know when it's time to take a day off? Just listen to your body. If you feel super exhausted, depleted, and your pumps aren't as good, maybe you need to take a day off. Or two, I don't fucking know. Spark that joint. Man, joint health. Everyone's talking about joint health. The only joint health I got is right here. Shit. Ah, fuck. What show am I doing in September? The Florida Pro. Let me see. Do I think smoking can be effective for the show and prep? It depends on how you respond to it. If it chills you out, sure, why not? Is ERS a threat? I think everybody's a threat. I think that there's probably 5 guys that could win the Mr. Olympia. It's just going to be a matter of who shows up, you know, who brings their absolute best and who fucking wants it more. Press fly trenching. You feel slight discomfort in your pec major, and it hurts every time when you do any sort of press or fly movements. Should I stop training chest till it fully recovers, and how do I fix it without painkillers help? Piece 22 piece. I would say, stretch, man. Get in your garage or somewhere that's warm and stretch. Stretch your chest, or if that's not working, maybe you can go and see someone for some soft tissue therapy, some acupuncture. I don't know, there's multiple avenues. And honestly, maybe you could train it with a little bit lighter weight and stay more in the contracted range of the movement, so the muscle is fully engaged and kind of just pulse in that contracted state. I don't know, fill up the area with a pump before you really hit it, and maybe that can help with the pain or whatever pain you're having. Maybe it's just an ultra tight fiber in your chest. Maybe there's a fiber that's just ultra activated and it needs to just be stretched or something. I don't know. It's hard to say over a FaceTime or a live video. Met me at the Arnold UK. Hell yeah, Raphael. Maybe we'll see each other again. Have I ever used BPC 157? Yeah, I've used that stacked with TB 500. I think it's really good. I don't smoke cigarettes. That's just nasty. Was there something that I did on my last prep that made me so shredded? Something that I did differently? Earl, well, it was just a matter of continuing the process of dieting, but I was really able to just clear my mind. You know, I deal with a lot of things outside of bodybuilding and mental health things, you know, and family, childhood things, and just getting myself to let go of a lot of those traumas and things that mess with my mind, you know. So being able to clear that really helped me stay stress-free and in a better mood, and I think that made a humongous difference for that show and my prep. So, you know, just not worrying about anything else except for what I've got going on. Yeah. Who do I think won the Pittsburgh Pro and Open? I don't even remember who did the Pittsburgh Pro and Open. Been training as a natural for the past 2 years, and would I recommend blasting some gear? Would I recommend you blasting gear? From Rama, no, I wouldn't recommend anything. I think that you should continue training naturally, because one, you don't even know yet what you want to do with your training. Like 2 years training, are you going to compete? Is that really what you want to do, is to compete, step on stage, take your physique to a level as a competitor? Or do you want to just live a healthier lifestyle, get in shape, have a dope physique? You know, what do you want? That's what you got to ask yourself. So taking gear, jumping on steroids or testosterone or whatever, it's not for everybody. So if you're not going to compete, you're not going to try to be a pro or a top pro, why even try it? But yeah, that being said, if you ever do decide to take that route, I think you should definitely try to maximize your natural potential first, because you need to learn how to train, you need to learn how to diet, you need to learn everything, because if you don't and you just get on something and you grow so fast early, you're gonna develop a really lopsided physique, an unbalanced physique. You'll lose your lines, separation. That's why a lot of these guys nowadays, you know, a lot of these guys are getting shredded, they're peeled, but there's no separations. Like, why does nobody have separations anymore? You know, like the major muscle groups are separated, yeah, but like why is each individual muscle not separated? And that's from growing too fast. So, you know, if that's the type of physique you want, then sure, fuck, you're maybe a grown man, I don't even know how old you are, but you're your own human being and you're gonna make your own life decisions. So that's on you. If that's what you wanna do in life, go that way. But like I said, my advice, I would take your time. I would do it the right way. I would learn how to train your physique correctly, squeeze the muscle, develop a right proportion, and learn how to diet and continues to stay healthy, and then go from there. Yeah, so little rant over, sorry. Did I use gear in the Army? No, Andy, I didn't take anything until after I won the overall at the 2014 NPC Nationals. That was men's physique though. I weighed 179 pounds, so. Been training for 13 years. Keep it natty. Very well, Clayton. Let's see. Oh, we got Omar Ventura in here. What's going on, man? How to grow my middle chest. Any recommendations? Aline, I'm not even going to attempt. Actually, I guess I did just try to attempt. To grow your middle chest, I think a lot of it is staying in the squeeze. So not overstretching, not going all the way down and then trying to come all the way down here and you're just getting a super wide chest and then you're squeezing out of it. I think that if you stay more contracted, you'll develop more inner and you'll get a more thicker chest. So think of that. I'm not saying don't stretch though, but I'm just saying that when you stay contracted, more in the peak range, it's going to stay more center chest. Hope that helps. It's Ali. Okay. Forgive me. Heavy emphasis on diet. Yes. The diet is important. Diet goes beyond bodybuilding. It's just life extension. You know? Don't join bodybuilding just because you want to step on stage and be shredded. You got to think about all of the other factors that it's going to add on to your life, especially if you learn from it and then you continue what you've learned beyond bodybuilding, you know, like after it's all over. That's when you can have the life extension because you continue to eat healthy. And that's why it's so important to learn how to diet properly, what foods to eat, when. Muscle swelling bad for growth. What does that mean? What do you mean, muscle swelling bad for growth? That sentence needs more context, please. How long will it take to learn vacuum posing? I guess that's all relative to the individual, honestly. You could learn it instantly. You could instantly pull a vacuum and never have pulled one, or it could take you like a week. For TB500 and BPC 157, do I recommend site injections or is pinning anywhere okay? I think that just intramuscular for the BPC 157 TB500 blend. I think if you just take it in the intramuscular, it doesn't matter. I think it'll all be the same. You don't gotta poke it specifically exactly where you want it to work the best. I don't think. But who knows? I'm not a doctor. I'm just speaking from experience, so that may be more valuable. 3 leg days, 3 upper, too much. Thank you for your service. Hey, cheers, Noah. I don't know, 3 leg days seems like a lot. I have 2 leg days, not 3. So I don't know. If you're recovering, go for it. But I just don't know how I would fit 3 leg days in my split. Oh yeah. What do your biceps measure to? About 14 inches. I've got 14-inch biceps. Any tips for the last 10 days on how to bring your best physique? Men's physique amateur competition. Yeah, man, just relax, dude. Don't stress out. I think peaking is a lot of just staying calm, just chilling in your hotel room, eating your food, making sure those last couple of days are perfect, stress-free, and have fun. Have fun. Who cares? It's an amateur show. There's no like, nothing happens if you lose, even if you lose a pro show, but who cares? Just have fun. Just have fun. That's the advice. Make sure you laugh or smile every single day. And then that'll help you look better. Happy muscles. Oh. Damn, I need some water. My fan is drying my mouth. How big is Austin Knudsen? You're about to get blocked, dude. Fucking nasty. My arms are competitively smaller than my body. What to do? If your arms are that much smaller and unproportioned to everything else, I think you need to have an arm day. I think that you should increase the frequency of your training. Train a little heavier. All right, Austin, you, sir, are blocked. You're disgusting, man. It's so gross. Do I listen to music while working out? Well, whatever music is playing in the gym, yeah. But I'm not really listening to it. I'm just right here whenever I'm in the gym, you know? I don't wear headphones or anything like that. I haven't worn headphones in the gym in 4, maybe 5 years. And yeah, maybe I'm a freak. I don't know. But it helps me stay off my phone, stay away from another distraction. So it makes my workout that much better. The only problem is whenever I'm not wearing headphones, I think it gives people more of like a, they feel more obligated to come up and hold like 10, 15 minute conversations. So that's the only problem. Let me see. Yeah, and headphones can be uncomfortable. They can get sweaty. But like I said, just cueing music and then you're looking at your phone, you see a message, it distracts you. So I don't wear headphones. I just stay right there in the workout. Do I prefer to train at home or at the gym? Well, I would prefer to train at home, but I can't train, like really train at home unless it's arms or touch-ups, shoulders. I can do that at home, but if I were to have like a chest day, well, actually I can train chest in here too. Because of my cable machine, I can literally do cable presses, cable flies, dumbbell presses. I don't know, I can do an awful lot at home. But, you know, I still need to go to the gym to hit heavier weights and certain movements, especially for legs. But, like I said, I would prefer to train at home. Because whenever I train here at home in my garage, I'm telling you, it's the ultimate connection. I'm not distracted by, I'm already connected and not really distracted whenever I'm in the gym, but even here at home, it eliminates even more. So yeah, whenever I move to I'm going to buy another home eventually and move out into the country. And I want to build a much bigger gym on my home property. And I'm excited for that. So I'll literally be able to train all my workouts at home. Yeah, so. Anyways, alrighty guys, well, I feel like we have been corresponding for quite some time. I'm going to get off of here. I'm going to do some stuff. I hope y'all enjoyed the live and the questionnaire, I guess, whatever the fuck. I'll see y'all next time.